out here supporting Amy.
Well, very positive, obviously, since she won up north and she even beat Trump up north. So I think that's a great omen. She's surged in the last few days, and why? Because people have finally gotten to know her and realize who she is. I was lucky; I got to know her really early, and so I've been a supporter all along. But now that other people have seen in the debates what kind of strength and ability to win and ability to bring people together, I think is she's the winning ticket.
Awesome. Now, have you had a lot of people come by and
Give me the thumbs up, you bet. Lots of thumbs up.
So there's a great turnout in town, a lot of enthusiasm for Pete. As far as we can tell, people are coming out and giving us the thumbs up for Pete. So this is terrific, and we're thrilled with the turnout in Peterborough.
Yeah.
It's good.
And so what is it about Pete that you like?
Oh
Just out
man,
of curiosity.
what don't I like? He's so smart. He calms my being internally. I just feel like he knows. He's intelligent about all topics.
He gives me hope and confidence.
Exactly, and he's
which
going to bring us together.
lost.
And I love his policies. We won't get into that because that's too detailed. But I really appreciate his policies on any number of issues. And I just think he's our man. He's youthful, brings a lot of energy, which I think we need. He's got integrity. He speaks truth. He'll speak truth to power. Love that.
And he's winning.
Yeah, and he's doing great in New Hampshire. We love him here at Peterborough.
My feeling overall is I'm more concerned that people are voting than who they're voting for. Because the real question is not which one of these candidates wins, is who's going to be able to defeat Trump. Bernie. I like Bernie because Bernie's consistent. He's been the same for a long time. If you listen to his speeches across the years, he's been saying the same things. He's not about to change. He's independent, which means he's not part of the Democratic Party structure. To some degree, it's true that he's running against the Republicans. He's also running against the Democratic Party because the establishment does not want Bernie to be the president or the head of the ticket because Bernie is not part of the Democratic Party structure. To me, that's a good thing because the Democratic Party structure is, frankly, controlled by the same people as who are controlling the Republican Party. So, anyway, back to Bernie. Bernie represents the things that are important to me. Human issues, like being able to have an affordable wage, like having health care for all so that we're not being dangled by the insurance, we're not being raped and robbed and pillaged by the insurance companies, but we're not having to be associated with a particular job just to get the insurance, so that the employers don't have the burden of trying to carry insurance for their people. In terms of other important things, war. I don't want war. I don't want us to be involved in wars. Bernie's been against wars forever, so it's a good thing. What else with Bernie? He's acknowledging climate change. The Republican side of things is pretending that it doesn't exist. They're wrong. They're just plain wrong. And Bernie not only acknowledges it, but he's telling people that it's worse than we thought it was going to be. And we have to do something now. We can't sit around and wait for it to happen. By then it'll be too late. So Bernie's my guy.
Have you guys had a lot of people come by supporting Warren?
Well, some.
No, I don't think people tell us who they're voting for very much.
Okay.
Only if they're for Warren, they go.
Yeah.
Have you had a number of people
Not
cheer
too
you
many.
on? Not too many?
Yeah.
I wouldn't consider that much of an indicator, really.
No.
But you're right, they do.
Oh, hi. Well, I really like her. I don't know. I think she has a tough little road to hoe. But I think she's great. And I heard that she's the only one who paid for child care for the people who came to the Iowa caucuses. And she also gives her employees, who are working on the campaign, she pays them a decent living wage. I think it's more than minimum wage. I'm not sure. Yeah, and she gives them health insurance, and nobody else does that.
I think Sanders' campaign is offering union wages.
I see. Okay.
And the health insurance. So I know his
Is he?
campaign is
Okay.
also doing that.
Okay.
As well, so.
Okay, but I mean, I like
No,
that
yeah,
about
absolutely.
her.
Yeah. I mean, it's as it should be.
Yes, right. But why aren't more people doing that?
Right.
Yeah, it just puzzles me.
Do you question? Do you think today should be a holiday?
Yes.
To vote?
Voting day.
Yes, because some people work and they can't get away from their jobs, especially low-paying jobs.
So we don't have a paid family medical leave here in New Hampshire, and that's something that our organization, the Campaign for a Family-Friendly Economy, is currently working on. I'm really passionate about it because I'm a cancer survivor. So 4 years now, I was lucky enough that my parents could take me in, but during that time I couldn't work. So if we had had this bill, that would have included 12 weeks of self-care at like 60% pay, but that would have been 12 weeks of pay that I could have got to help me through this like really financially hard time, even though I was living with my parents and such. So this could have helped them and could have helped me, and that's why I'm really passionate about getting it here in New Hampshire.
Now, do you find that you're getting a lot of support from it across the board, regardless of who people are supporting, or is it you find it mostly coming from the same set of supporters?
It seems to be a core bipartisan issue. I mean, if we remember, Governor Sununu actually ran on paid family and medical leave before he got into office. We're all very disappointed in him for vetoing that legislation, and we want to bring people together and remind everybody that was, sponsored by both Democrats and Republicans, that bill. It's something that everybody needs, right? Every single person will need to take time off of work to care for themselves or their loved ones. It's not a partisan issue, it's a human issue.
Hey, did you see that class of kids that came in with their...
I did.
Came in right as I was leaving?
Yeah, with Angela.
Yeah, class of middle school kids?
I think they were elementary school kids.
Civics lesson. Very cool.
They were just lit.
It was a group of kids with 2 adult teachers. And as it was, they were in the A to C line. So I said to her, just go right there. And all the kids went behind her so they could see the whole thing in action. It was really cool.
It was.
Yeah.
On the Republican side, there were 17 people on the ballot. There were 7 blanks. And then I'm just going to read these in the order that they were on the ballot. Matthew Mattern, 0. Mary Maxwell, 4. Eric Merrill, 1. William Murphy, 0. Juan Payne, 3. Donald Trump, 410. Joe Walsh, 1. Bill Weld, 109. Robert Ardini, 0. President R. Boddy, 0. Stephen B. Comley, Sr., 1. Rocky De La Fuente, 1. Bob Ely, 0. Zoltan Istvan Giorko, 0. Larry Horn, 0. Rick Kraft, 0. Star Locke, 0. And 14 write-ins on the Republican side. Okay, on the Democratic side, there were 33 candidates on the ballot, 15 blanks. Joseph Biden, 159. Cory Booker, 2. Mosey Boyd, 0. Steve Bullock, 0. Steve Burke, 0. Steve Burke, 2. I'm sorry. Steve Burke, 2. Pete Buttigieg, 555. Julian Castro, 0. Rocky De La Fuente, 0. John K. Delaney, 0. Jason Everett Dunlap, 0. Michael A. Ellinger, 0. Tulsi Gabbard, 52. Ben Gleiberman, 0. Mark Greenstein, 0. Kamala Harris, 1. Henry Hughes, 0. Amy Klobuchar, 505. Tom Coos, 0. Lorenz Kraus, 0. Rita Kraszewski, 0. Raymond Moraz, 0. Deval Patrick, 10. Bernie Sanders, 660. Joe Sestak, 2. Sam Sloan, 0. Tom Steyer, 51. David John Thistle, 0. Thomas Torgerson, 0. Elizabeth Warren, 298. Robbie Wells, 0. Marianne Williamson, 0. Andrew Yang, 62. Michael Bennett, 5. And 36 write-ins. So anybody need any of those numbers again? So the double-digit votes, Joe Biden, 159.
Okay,
Pete
hang on.
Buttigieg, 555. Tulsi Gabbard, 52. Amy Klobuchar, 505. Bernie Sanders, 660. Elizabeth Warren, 298. I'm sorry, Tom Steyer, 51. Elizabeth Warren, 298. Andrew Yang, 62. And there were 36 write-ins. But those are the double-digit, triple-digit results.